Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna do a book tag, which I haven't done since like last summer, and the one I did last summer is the only one I've done. So we're doing my second book tag on this channel, and we are going to do the Intimidating Tbr Book Tag. I cannot remember who started this book tag, but I'm gonna tag the account down below, and we're just going to get started right away with the first question. And there are like 9 questions, so let's go. The first question is a book on my TBR pile that I have not finished yet. I actually haven't DNF'd any books in 2022, but I did DNF'd a couple in 2021, but they are no longer on my TBR piles, so I don't really have any books to include for this first question, because the books that I DNF'd in 2021 I got rid of, so I don't have anything for this question in particular. But yeah, and I haven't DNF'd anything in 2022 yet. I think it's pretty good that I don't have anything to show for this first question. Question 2, a book you haven't read yet because you just don't have time to read it. And for that one, I'm going to go with any Brandon Sanderson book. But for this video, I'm going to show off The Final Empire. Reason number 1 why I haven't started this yet is because the book is huge. Well, it's like 600 pages, and each book in this trilogy is like 600 pages. So, but I do really want to start with this trilogy, and I want to read it soon. I just haven't had the time yet. I'm just swamped with exams and small business stuff and everything. So a high fantasy is not really what I'm trying to read right now. I'm reading a lot of romance. So, but I'm saying this now in this video, I do want to read it in 2022, and I'm going to do everything I can to achieve that goal. I'm actually so happy I got these covers, the UK covers, because they're so pretty, and I am a sucker for pretty covers. Question 3 is a book you haven't read yet because it's a sequel, and the book I chose for this question, Crooked Kingdom by Leigh Bardugo. So last April 2021, I read all 3 of Shadow and Bone books, and then I read Six of Crows, and I've been hesitant to read this one because I don't know, Six of Crows didn't really blow my mind as much as I thought it would. So I didn't really pick up Crooked Kingdom right away after reading that one, and it's been almost a year now, and I feel like I need to read this, but I haven't yet. And it might be because it's the sequel to a book that I liked but didn't love as much as I thought I would. Another reason why I haven't read this yet is because I was spoiled for a pretty big spoiler, and every time I'm spoiled for something huge, I kind of don't want to read the book anymore. I don't know if I'm the only one who feels like that, but I don't know. I do want to read King of Scars and Rule of Wolves, so I feel like I need to read this before, so that might give me the motivation to jump into this one. But yeah, I haven't read this yet. If you want to try and convince me, feel free to do so in the comments. Question 4 is a book you haven't read yet because it's brand new. I actually went shopping the last few days, and I got some books, so I'm going to show off 2 of them. The first one is In a New York Minute by Kate Spencer. I just got this, came out yesterday, so obviously I haven't read it yet. The main reason why I got this book is because it takes place in New York. The title is actually also a title of a song that plays in Friends, which I love. So that's why I got this book, and I'm excited to read it, but I haven't yet because I just got it. Another book that I got is Dating Dr. Dill by Nisha Sharma. And I've seen a lot of people read this recently because it's one of the book of the month choices for March. So when it came out, I decided to get it for myself and see what it's all about. But since I got it yesterday as well, it's still on my shelf unread. But yeah, I'm hoping to get to this one soon because I've heard it's pretty good. Number 5 is a book by an author you've read before but didn't really like. And for that one, I'm going to go with You Have a Match by Emma Lord. I tried reading Tweet Cute in 2021 and I DNF'd it. I didn't like it. I just couldn't get into it. It was not for me. But I have this one, which I've heard some pretty good things about, and I kind of like the premise of the book, so I think I'm gonna give it a shot, even though I didn't like the other book I've read by the same author. But this is a book I'm choosing for this category because I really did not like Tweet Cute. But like I said, I've seen some people talk about this on TikTok and Bookstagram and talking about what the book is about, and it seems like something I would really enjoy, so I'm gonna give this one a shot. Number 6 is a book on your TBR pile that you haven't read just because you haven't been in the mood to read, and for that one I'm gonna go with The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna. This was in my February TBR. I didn't get to read it because I was not in the mood for it. I'm really rarely in the mood for any historical fiction books. Really want to read this one when I'm in the mood for a good cry, so hopefully that's gonna come soon. Hopefully I'm gonna need some tears soon, but for now I just haven't been in the mood to read a historical fiction, and this is what it is, so that's why it's still sitting unread on my shelves. Number 7 is a book on your TBR that you haven't read because it's enormous. I think we all know which book I'm gonna show for this one. The Priory of the Orange Tree by Samantha Shannon. Do I need to say more? Yeah. Question 8 is a book that you bought because of the cover, and it was hard to choose what book to show for this one because I buy a lot of books because of their covers, but I've decided to show off 2 of them. The first one is The Fine Print by Lauren Asher. I bought this because 1, it's very popular right now, everybody's reading it, and also I just really like the vibes of this cover. So yeah, when I bought this book, my final decision as to buy it or not was based on the cover, and I bought it because I really like this cover, and I like the second book's cover even more because it's green and I really like green. And the other book I want to show off for this question is Blood Scion by Deborah Falaye. This cover is captivating, and I went to the bookstore a few weeks ago. I saw it was the Indigo staff pick of the month for March, and that's all it took for me to buy it. I have no idea what this is about, like 0, other than I think it's like a fantasy. I really just bought it because of the cover. It is so captivating. It looks epic. Like, it makes the book look just really epic. When I look at this cover, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna be reading an epic book. So that is why I bought it. This is a cover buy. After I bought this book, I've heard some good things about it. But before that, I haven't heard anything about it, so I really just bought it because of the beautiful cover. And finally, the last question, question 9, is the book on your TBR that you find the most intimidating. For that, I'm gonna go with Assassin's Apprentice by Robin Hobb. The reason why this is the most intimidating to me is that once I read book 1, I will officially be reading a 15-book series, and that's what's intimidating. It's just a very popular book series. Robin Hobb is very popular as well in the fantasy world, and yeah, like, I'm really looking forward to reading it, but I know that once I start it, I have 14 more books waiting for me to be read. So yeah, that's pretty intimidating to me. Alrighty guys, those are all the books that I've piled up for this fun book tag. Again, this was the Intimidating Tbr Book Tag, which the creator of that book tag is tagged below. I'd love to know if there's any books that you are kind of hesitant of reading for whatever reason. I'd love to know. On that note, thank you so much for watching. As always, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!